Hello, everybody. Shadow here, and welcome to Slay the Princess. Oh, good gravy. Sorry, I did that kind of quickly because the screen transitioned to this. Oh, right. I don't know how to turn my cursor preview on, so I can't indicate what I'm looking at. Hold on, let me see if I can figure that out. Hold on, 1 second. Hey, there we go. Okay, I got it. Okay, sorry. I want to be able to do that because on games like this where I'm actually using the mouse, I want to be able to gesture at things. So yeah. Anyway, this is Slay the Princess, a game that I played a demo of. Oh gosh, how long has it been? 2 months-ish? But the game is out now. I did have to buy my own copy, but that's entirely fine. I wanted to support the devs anyway because the demo was really fun. So I was perfectly fine buying my own copy. Okay, we're gonna continue. We're gonna start the game because the game is freaking out. We're completely starting new, so you don't have to go back and watch the demo. Nothing like that. There's not even a way to continue from the demo, so don't worry about it. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yes,
and
we are.
At the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why are they in the basement?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Right. Oh wow, there's a lot of options. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay, good to know. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
About the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more
Okay,
trees, and
right.
perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
I see. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done.
Right.
We're all counting on you.
I don't know if I trust you. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
Right.
Make it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
That is a fair point. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Sure we are.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay. Got it.
Causality doesn't matter here.
Right.
Because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point.
I see.
If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end. And there is
Good to
no
know.
changing that.
Well,
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
right.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Well, we'll see about that. Let's just silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up
After
the
all
short
that.
path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okie
A
doke.
warning before you go any further.
Got it.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I see.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That's a very good point, me.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I think he does. This seems a little suspicious, all things considered.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Right.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement.
Right.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Why is our weapon of choice at the cabin already?
You take
Well,
the
I guess
blade
let's
from the
take it.
table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay. Let's enter the basement. We got our stabby
The door
knife.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
Yeah, I feel
The air
that.
feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Oh dear.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Hi.
She sounds
It's me.
dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Okay.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Let's continue down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason.
Hello, hello.
Upstairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
How's it
binding
going?
her to the far wall of the basement.
I'm here to kill you.
She's so cold.
You're here to
and
die.
Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Shall we, make with
And
the stabbing?
there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Maybe. Let's just, we're gonna go through multiple options, but I think let's just steal our
You
nerves.
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Well, considering you're chained to the wall,
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
fair.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Nah, I think we're gonna
She's
kill
unarmed.
you.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay. Let's do
You
it.
lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You
Oh
feel
boy.
flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Sorry, princess.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is it, isn't it?
Yes, it does seem that way.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
You know, I probably should have thought of that, but
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
right.
But it's over, isn't it? She
Hopefully.
stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
I'm worried.
But is it over? Really
I don't
over?
feel like it's over. Of course not. That was too easy.
Over. Don't get all worked up.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I really don't think you should do that.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Yeah. Is there, what are you doing?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Okay. You're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Okay.
Your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the
I
basement
don't
behind
like the vibe.
you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Definitely feels like that, yeah.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good.
Right.
One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
I don't like it.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
You
leave.
open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Right.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Oh,
Instead, what you find
Oh dear.
is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in
That's a
front of you
problem.
now is the vast emptiness.
That's
of
a
some place
very big
far
problem.
away.
What do we do about that?
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good.
I don't
Everyone is
think it's
happy.
good.
You'll be happy.
It's kind of opposite of good. It's bad. It's real bad. Wait, this is my prize? This sucks.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. I'm sorry you don't like your reward, but maybe you'll learn to appreciate it in time.
So, we've killed the princess, but now we're trapped.
This
Great!
is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades.
Right.
It's all a wonderful, boring blur.
I don't know
never
if
been
wonderful would
happier.
be the word I would use to describe that.
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Are you talking to me? Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us out? Get the heck out of here?
I do. But you're probably not going to like it.
Okay.
Blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Oh.
I can hear everything you say, little voice.
Shut up, you.
There's only one
I
thing
don't
that will
like
want you to use that blade on. And I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Well,
He's right. It's the only way out.
true.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
This place is not wonderful. It's a room with 2 windows and a table.
Do you not? There's more for us to do. And the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Well, anything to get out of this house.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough
It's not
reward for
happy,
saving the world?
but
An
it's
eternity
definitely
in
little.
place? You,
I don't like it.
You ingrate. Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's
Oh
body
my.
is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Fascinating.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Oh
The
boy.
end. Nice knowing you.
Bye-bye. Chapter 2, The Specter.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Right.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Right. Let's go ahead and just hit a little save. Because we have now looped.
You're here
We've now
to
looped.
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I don't like you. I'm not listening to you. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Okay, fair enough.
That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Do we want to?
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Why should I listen to you?
Those are 2 very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at
Okay.
least a version of me.
Right.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Right.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
Right.
Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
I definitely don't believe it, actually.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, there is another voice here with us.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
True.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Those are very good questions,
Had you
narrator.
failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Okay.
It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Oh dear.
Just stay focused, will you?
Okay. Let's go.
A warning. Before she will lie,
Yeah.
she won't be a problem.
It'll be fine. Okay. So...
The interior of the cabin
Oh
is
my.
cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners.
Okay.
You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table
but there's
with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
But there's a mirror.
The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Well, you don't know about that. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
No, there's definitely a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body, so we can be done.
Voices of
with
the
it.
Cold, you're going to be very surprised when there's a princess down there. I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is
There's
no mirror. Why would I
definitely
lie
a
about
mirror.
something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Let's approach the
Walk
mirror.
up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
No, it's definitely a
This really
mirror.
isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward and rub
Oh,
your hand
that's,
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous
That's
you
not
look
great.
right now.
That's a little suspicious.
But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it.
Okay.
Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Okay. I guess let's take the blade.
Take the blade from the table.
Let's enter the basement. Here we go.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell.
Oh dear.
Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very
Right.
building itself feels dead.
Ew.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I don't know about that anymore,
The
but
room below is silent.
silent.
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Right.
As you descend
Oh.
the final step, the form of the princess
she's-
comes into view.
She's
A
genuinely
skeletal
dead.
body lying in a heap on the floor,
What?
its wrist still bound to the wall by a
Oh,
thick
dear.
chain. Okay. She's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish
Oh.
your thought, the top of a
Oh,
head
dear.
appears from underneath the floor.
I don't think this knife's gonna do anything for us.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at
Hi.
you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Hello.
And finally,
How are you
the rest
doing?
of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How
absolutely terrifying.
Hi. You're not mad
What's
that we
a ghost
killed you
supposed
last
to
time,
do to
right?
us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
All right. Can I offer you a comment card? I'd rather just leave.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently
Hi.
running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Okay, I don't like that.
Her touch is cold and ethereal,
Hi.
formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Do you mind? There's a thing called personal space.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Really? Let's wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
Sorry, force of habit.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
We're not sure yet, truth be told. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. You have a job to finish.
Fair.
Finish? How? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost.
Right.
You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you?
What? We're just gonna stab the air?
And then what?
And then you'll have saved the world.
And be back in the cabin in nothingness.
I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option.
What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
Yeah, it wasn't very fun.
I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
So it's the world doing it? Do you know how you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
Okay.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Okay.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Oh dear. And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
Where's home?
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
Right.
Wherever I'm supposed to be. It's out there.
How specific.
Right.
And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her
This
out.
is
Which,
weird.
in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Narrator, I don't really trust you right now. Is there any way I can help you get home? Do you need me to bury those bones?
No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash
Okay.
them. It won't do a thing.
Good to know.
But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone.
Are you, suggesting that you want to possess me or something?
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place.
Oh dear.
Even the spaces between
Okay.
the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Okay.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be
That's a
fine.
fair point. I appreciate your thoughts.
Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. And to be dull, anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
You have a point too, Cold.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't like that.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
Definitely seems that way, yes.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
That's a very good question.
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally be face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so...
That's an interesting aspect to this.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
I'm very curious, though. Okay, I'm gonna hit a save because we're getting very... Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
Yeah, we do have a voice named Cold floating around our head now, so...
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over.
Fair.
She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Right. What are you going to do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
Okay.
Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
It's a fair point.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Hi.
Especially when it's someone that's dead.
Oh!
She pulls
Right.
back with a playful giggle.
Would you stop doing that? It's uncomfortable.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Fair. Let's leave it at that. Let's see. Let me think about this. What option? I'm sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you?
You already know what I want. Let me in.
Sure, let's get you out of here.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
I hope this doesn't go terribly wrong.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Right.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward.
Okay.
She's gone.
Well, I've made a choice.
Chill spreads across your body.
I've made a
It
choice.
starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way
Okay.
down your limbs. Your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
Right.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Oh dear.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Right.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
Right.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Excuse me?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me. is
Shards
what
of
I am.
broken glass.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Okay.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
Okay, sure.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
True.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Oh, I think Hero was talking about the narrator.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Are you sure about that?
So, you're
I
the
don't
one
think
who pulled
so.
the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Right.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
She's inside of us.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Obviously.
Setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Heck you.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
infuriating.
making things
Just
right.
whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Select the prince. Okay, hold on. I need to save here as well so I can see what happens if I slay myself right here, right now. If I slay myself, will the princess be in our head on the next loop? Let's leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them,
Right.
stumble towards the stairs.
Let's go.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
It really isn't.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait,
Why do you?
if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one
Right.
open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Good questions. I have no
Against
idea.
the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the
Okay.
stairs, staggering through the open door.
Time to leave.
How much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
It's a fair point.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
I highly doubt that.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
Right.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
Well, describe and dictate me opening that door and leaving.
And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Nah. Let's trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging
open the
across
door.
the floorboards,
Open the door.
growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Good! It was a poor decision,
Lift your shaking
truthfully.
hand and rest it on the door handle. But you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was
Right.
exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see
Let's
what
open
happens
this
next.
door and either end the world or let her go free or whatever.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it.
What's gonna
The
happen?
door groans open. You collapse to the ground. You and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin.
Okay.
As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see.
What do I see?
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
Great!
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
Hold on. I need to turn down the music and the sound. Because sometimes I can't hear the voices very well.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah,
True.
but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in
Right.
it, or
True.
never being part of the world?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good question.
Okay,
I like that.
I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Okay. Oh, hello. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
You're welcome.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Oh my. Oh, hands. Oh. Okay. That's fine. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
That's a very good question. The narrator
Yes.
is gone.
Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us.
True. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Ignore him. You have to look.
Right. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Don't bother looking for her. I'm sure it's just a waste
This
of
is
time.
weird. Okay, we're approaching the
Begging you,
mirror.
Don't do this.
It was the only option. Hello? You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh. It's me. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. I'm sorry. Proceed to the We can proceed to the cabin. Excuse me? Oh. You are at the cabin. Okay. Hi.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Right. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I have no idea. Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Okay. What do you think I
I
am?
think that you are like me.
Okay.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Right. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Right.
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
Right.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Okay. If you say so. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
You know, that's fair. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Great.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Okay. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Great. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I mean, I guess not. I just want to know things. Attack the entity or destroy your body. You know what? Let's go ahead and save, and I think we're going to end the episode here. So next time, we will be doing one of those things. But for now, that's it. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know down in the comments below and maybe leave a like. And if you want to catch the next episode as it comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe. But for now, that's it. So, see ya!